he approaches the brick wall which he owns, he swings his body to the left. This means that as he's confirmed this edit here, he hugs the wall, hiding almost his entire body from the other player. Then, as he pumps the other player, he actually manages to still hold the wall, and then he edits a bottom right 4. Even if the other player was trying to shoot him from this angle, which he's not, which will be pickaxe there, he would still have a way better right hand peek with this edit than almost any other edit. That's not really from this angle, you can see the entire upper body and head of the opponent, and the other player basically can't see him at all. So his good movement and edit selection here gets him this elim without taking a single piece of damage. Now, this is going to sound a little bit stupid, but trust me, this is actually some valid analysis. One of the things that Coyote does very well is switches to his assault rifle. What a lot of instead is they and then they'll use their fast mechanics to say edit a cone, edit a ramp, reset their wall, hold it, go for another shot, things like this. And if your mechanics are insanely fast, like Coyote's, you can get away with doing this. But for the vast majority of intermediate and even some pro level players, they're just going to milk a lot of elims by just not finishing the fight quickly like this. So take this example right here from Coyote, where he manages to grab the wall between him and another player and cone in his box. He just pumps and shoots them. That's it. In this fight, he is risking getting pumped by the other player, but he has 200 easily letting the other player get away. But in the scenario, he just shoots him, switches to his AR, and kills him. Now, a big problem that a lot of players run into is when they try to cone another player, people are good enough to know how to counter this. They place their own cone on their own head so that they can edit through it. But I noticed that Coyote does something very specifically to counter this. Watch this clip at 100% speed. Firstly, did you notice how he managed to stop the other player coning himself? As he edited through the final box here, notice how he doesn't just place a cone above the player, he also places a floor above him as well. This means that even if the other player did manage to get the cone onto his head out of this box, he then also blocked by the floor. Now, of course, in this video we talk a lot about doing this from above, and it's really rare to see players do this as they're trying to piece players up that are actually on the same level. So yeah, this might be worth learning. But something I personally am going to practice is how Coyote actually catches players who are continually cranking upwards. So unsurprisingly, he starts this fight off with a bunch of wooden doubles all the way around this other player's off. As he moves from down, the other players angle to take because there's 2 layers between him, and it'll take far too long to pickaxe or spray through both of these. He then does a small sprint jump to go up a layer and resets the floor. Now this reset both catches him if he didn't jump far enough, but also will stop the player if he ends up running out this direction. And almost full pieces the other player, but he does manage to escape. Now after editing a couple of times here, he sprint jumps again, but as he's jumping, he edits the cone above him, catches himself on a floor, and spams a bunch of cones to keep whilst at the same time catching one on the other player's head. He also ends up placing a wall and peanut butter editing it, giving it a phenomenal angle to just run off it. These two little here are extremely can actually get you out of so many different scenarios. So it's something I personally am going to need to practice. So you probably should too. Now, Coyote is an incredibly fast player, so it's unsurprising that he's a fan of the gold splash, which increases his movement speed. Before almost every single fight, at some point you're going to see him throw a gold splash. Since this allows him to move a little bit faster, it's easier to pressure this other player. Now, the gold splash also increases your pickaxing speed. Here, as Coyote drops onto the player's wall, it's usually a bad play to double pickaxe because this is really slow and the other player can just edit on you. But with the increased pickaxing speed, you basically pickaxe twice as fast.